The death of a former Miss USA has shocked a lot of people across the country and around the world. 30-year-old Cheslie Kryst seemed to have everything: beauty, brains, and of course a lot of success. New York police suspect, though, she committed suicide by jumping off of a luxury high-rise. Paula Tutman shows us how terrible pain can be hidden and what to look for to spot someone in need. Paula.
Beauty, brains, education, accomplishment. It leaves so many people scratching their heads and saying, why? Why her? Cheslie Kryst, a recent Miss USA, TV personality, attorney with deep ties in the community. Jordan Burnham knows that feeling well when he was an athlete, popular at school, yet he wore a mask.
I attempted suicide when I was 18.
Now the director of training at Minding Your Mind and a speaker willing to take others inside suicide. He remembers the 2.5 seconds before trying to end his life as blindly hopeless, unable to see the light of future. He remembers the 2.5 seconds it took to stop the pain. And he remembers the 2.5 seconds when he realized he survived the attempt.
Being in the hospital, it was pretty much guaranteed that I would never get out of a hospital bed, that I would never walk again, that I would never get my physical life back. So when I woke up and I realized what happened and that this was a suicide attempt and I did survive, I was just grateful.
Dana Lesenby is the CEO and executive director of Oakland Community Health Network, which provides a variety of services throughout the metro area.
We're all good covers for ourselves. And we put on a good face and we fake it till we make it. And then some of us carry that pain and it gets deeper and deeper, they become hopeless.
Our experts say there's a difference between a bad day, a streak of bad days, and pain that leads someone to a path to want to end that pain. And it often starts with small patterns.
What we know about people who die by suicide is that they often give things away, or they say goodbye, or they start to sort of isolate a little more.
Dr. Michelle Reed is the chief medical officer at CNS Healthcare, which also provides a variety of mental health services in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties.
I've seen it in terms of people, not necessarily a psychiatric problem, a new onset of a medical problem, like a new onset of a diagnosis of cancer. The loss of a family member, the loss of a job, some substance use disorder. They may not even be people that are in formal treatment.
And if you see these patterns or triggers, even with a bright smile on the outside, better to speak up and offend than to keep your concerns to yourself.
When I think of hope, I think of being in a dark room. All you need is that little crack in the door of just a beam of light, knowing that you're not alone. And I think that whenever we say just hold on, but especially just for today, I think that can seem like a more attainable goal for so many people who are struggling.
Yeah, you know, and everyone I spoke to today said also, if you suspect someone even slightly, that you don't have to go full on and you don't have to be aggressive, but confront them and ask very, very specific questions, demand very specific answers, and just hang with them to be sure, so you won't be sorry. And by the way, on clickondetroit.com, our web guru, Ken Haddad, has put together a series of resources. So if anybody has any questions at all, we've got a lot of information right there for you.
Yeah.
Devin?
Yeah, highly recommend that. All right, Paula.